Okay, welcome back to Retro Mafia. Today I'm going to show you some games that I think helped me get into collecting. Mainly a lot of games I played as a kid. Should be a shorter video, just going to tell a little bit about each game and move on. We'll start first by the Flintstones. Love this game, played it a lot as a kid. Just a little platformer, you know, go, jump, side-scrolling. Nothing too amazing, but definitely one as a kid that I loved and got me into collecting. Next we'll do, this was an interesting one, kind of a rare one, Run Saber. I didn't actually own this as a kid, my buddy did. And I remember we used to play this all the time, but we weren't very good at it. I think we'd get to level 3 or 4, which was, might have only been 2 actually, was a plane level. And you had to fight like a Medusa head on it, and like the plane would go upside down and you would have to hang on to the plane. It was just an amazing game. I think I recently had to buy this. Well, I say recently, it's been a couple years, but finally got it back in the collection, and like I said, I guess, you know, had to do something with it because I had to buy it. But next we'll go with just a cult favorite, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Now, I don't see how you could not like this game. There's a big rivalry between this and San Andreas, but this one's my favorite. I didn't play San Andreas that much, so I guess that's just an opinion off that. But I love this game, love the 80s style. The gameplay was, in my mind, like the first open world game that I remember where you could kind of go wherever, other than maybe like some RPGs, but it just, the music, the gameplay, the cars, the story, I don't see how anybody could not like this game. Next we'll go with one that we had to get my grandparents to buy, I'm pretty sure. Resident Evil 2. I don't even think I played this growing up. I just watched my sister play it, and what a rush. It was, you know, back in the day, pretty scary game. Especially as a kid. I don't remember how old I was, but couldn't have been that old. Yeah, traumatized, nightmares, fun time. Started collecting horror. Don't know why, don't play a lot of horror, but like I said, loved it. Next one, another one my grandmother had to buy me. Metal Gear Solid on the GameCube. Twin Snakes on the GameCube. So, played this so many times. I think I've beaten this probably 4 or 5 times, maybe more, because I didn't have a whole lot of GameCube games at the time. I remember I had this, I had like a Madden game. I didn't have any of the iconic GameCube games, because I didn't have like Sunshine and Luigi's Mansion and things like that, but I got this one and I loved it, and I was definitely not 17 when I got it, so she had to buy it for me. Loved it. It was just, there's nothing about this game I don't like, I don't think. Definitely worth the 40 or 50 bucks, however much it is now. Okay, next we have Pokemon Blue. Definitely a childhood favorite. Gotta imagine it had something to do with collecting. Played this just forever. I'm surprised the game still works. It literally, the cart got, you know, wear on it from taking it out. You know, catch all 150, get all the badges, 8 badges. Just at the time, with this coming off, or coming up after the show, it was awesome. Watch the show, play the game. I don't say how you want anything else as a kid. It was, you know, how times have changed, but it was a great time nonetheless. Next, another game that I didn't really play much of, but I watched my sister play. Final Fantasy 8. Now, not 7, but 8. Really hoping they remake this one. I know they've talked about it already. Just such an amazing game. I remember the graphics at the time being like just mind-boggling. All the different monsters you could summon, the fights, the boss battles. Just, I don't know. The story with it was amazing. I love this game. I think it's the best Final Fantasy. That's my opinion though. Don't crucify me. But I loved it. I still like it. What's more to say? Next we'll go with, it's funny, I went with 2 NES games, both made by Taito. I guess I like Taito a lot more than I thought I do. But Bobble, just once again another game from childhood that I played like crazy. Played this 2-player mode all the time. Enjoyed it. I think this has like a crazy amount of levels. I can't even remember how many. It's like, I think it's like several hundred levels or something. But it's insane. It's a great play. I really want to get part 2. But unfortunately it is a rare game. Don't think I'll find it, so I'll have to, you know, reach down deep in those pockets. Because I think it's like a $300-400 game now. We got 2 left, rounding them out. Next, Super Nintendo, Gooftroop. If it'll focus. Doesn't look focused. Played this a lot. 2-player too. Also great game, 2-player. It's harder 2-player. It's much easier with 1 person. I think I beat this on single player. 2-player, it gets a little difficult. You get a little goofy, to say the least. You start hitting each other with pots and falling off stuff, falling in holes. But it's a great game. Super fun little, I don't know if you'd classify this as a platformer. I don't really know what this would be, because it's kind of like a top-down approach, but it just, the controls for this game, this is, I think this was in one of my other videos of being like a hidden gem or underrated game. This deserves more credit. I don't know why this isn't more, it's recently gone up in price. I think this used to be like a $5 game. I think it's gotten up to like 14 bucks now, but this is a great game. So, like, it's not a super long game. I think I beat this in like 4 or 5 hours, but like I said, $14, also made by Capcom. Super enjoyable game. Okay, last but certainly not least, Zelda Orvil Seasons. I think this was another like birthday gift from my grandmother. Love this like crazy. It was just a great game. I remember, I think this was the only Zelda I had on the Game Boy. My sister had DX, but I remember playing Link to the Past and then playing this, and it was the, you know, colors in it, the graphics, it was just amazing. You had to switch seasons to kind of jump between, not levels, but like different parts of the game. You could combine it with ages, but I didn't have ages, so I didn't do that. There's still to this day, love it. You could get a pet in it. I don't know if it was really a pet, more like a helper, but it was a kangaroo with boxing gloves. How can you not love that? It was such an amazing time. Enjoyed it so much. But that wraps up the list of the games. I hope y'all enjoyed. Drop a comment below on some games that helped you get into collecting. Subscribe if you haven't. And as always, guys, keep on gaming.